Hello and welcome to Yoga with Yaz. Today we're going to be building up to a dancer pose. So if that's not for you, feel free to skip this one over, but we will also have progressions and options if you're not quite there and if you are wanting to build up to a dancer pose eventually. If you're ready to get started, we're going to start laying flat on our backs just to warm up as we slowly build and loosen up our spines, ready to take on that flow. If you do need more of a warm up, please feel free to have a look at one of my other warm up flows. But start with grounding yourself, laying flat on your back, palms open towards the sky. Let your feet fall softly out to the sides, breathing in through your nose and out through your nose. Just ground yourself, tune into your body. Make sure that you're aware of how you're feeling, any aches and niggles you might need to be cautious of. And remember that today, this is your practice, and just do what feels right for you. Take it step by step, and if you need to skip something, that's totally fine. Breathing in. And as you exhale, bring your right leg up towards your chest. Just give it a little bit of a hug and just gently rock side to side, starting to loosen up that hip joint. Bring the right knee out towards the side and just opening for a little bit of an adductor stretch, that inner thigh. Breathing in and out. Bringing the leg back into center, swapping the legs over. Exhale that left knee in towards your chest, and then gently rocking it side to side. And in your own time, opening that left knee out to your left-hand side, feeling the stretch through the adductor on the other side now. Breathing in and out. Is one side tighter for you? Is one side easier? All things to be aware of. Bringing that leg back into center, and then tuck the right knee in, join it, and just gently rocking side to side as you hug your knees. You can keep your head flat down on the ground, or you can curl up into a little ball, or you can alternate if you like. Hugging and just rocking gently, just a few millimeters either way. Feel your lower back massaging into the ground. Open your arms out to the side, and then just let your legs softly fall towards the left-hand side. Feel the stretch through your torso. If you need to soften this a little bit more so it's not quite as strong, put a bolster underneath your left knee, or you can increase the stretch by straightening the top and looking towards your right hand. Feel that lengthening as we loosen up our spine. The dancer pose, there's a lot of back bend to it. We just need to be cautious and protect our bodies. It's not for everyone necessarily, but if it is, we'll make sure that we're nice and warmed up for it. Bring the legs back into center by activating the core, give the knees a little bit of a hug, and then opening out the other direction. And straighten that top leg if you'd like. Breathing in and out. And again, the bolster underneath the knee if you need it. And you can look towards your left hand and straighten the top leg if you'd like to increase the stretch. And then bringing the legs, activate the core back into center. Give the knees a little bit of a hug and lowering the knees down towards the ground, nice and close to your pelvis. Just placing your hands on the ground on either side of your heels. Then inhale as you squeeze your glutes and lift your pelvis up towards the sky, rolling your spine, holding at the top. Taking a breath here, squeezing the glutes strong. We want those glutes to be activated. They help to protect our backs. Then exhale as you lower back down. Inhale, lifting again, all the way up towards the sky. Then holding at the top, just breathing. If you'd like to increase this, you can interlock your hands underneath and lift up a little bit higher onto your shoulders, tucking your shoulder blades back and down, keeping the neck posture nice and strong so that you're not straining into your neck. Just squeeze and lift a little bit higher. Strong through the glutes, spread the toes out wide, suction cup to the earth. And then release the hands to either side again and lowering down vertebrae by vertebrae. And then exhale, hugging into a ball. Lowering back down, rolling over onto your stomach. And from here, take a hold of your right foot Nice and strong through here around the right ankle. So the right foot comes to the outside of the right ankle. Your left hand can be either down close to you or in front of you for stability. Squeeze the glute and then lift that foot, pushing the foot into the right hand to lift it up. Starting to activate. Little half bow. Exhale, lowering back down. Switching over to the left hand side. Pushing that left ankle into the left hand and activating the glute, lifting up just as far as is comfortable. Holding here for a moment and then exhale, lowering down. Now you can choose to do the right one again and then the left, or you can come with me and hold onto both of your ankles. So place both hands around the outer parts of the ankles and then squeezing the glutes to lift up just as far as is comfortable for you. Pushing the ankles and lifting nice and tall through the chest, shoulders away from the ears. Exhale, lowering back down. Either switch sides or one more time with a double. Lifting, inhale, opening your chest forward. And then exhale, lowering back down. From here, coming up onto all fours and then shift all the way back into your child's pose. Your knees out wide, your big toes have come together. And just dropping down and relaxing for a moment into that child's pose, feeling the stretch through the armpits. You can rest your head on the ground. Breathing in and out. Then we're going to exhale the right arm out towards the side, placing it down on the ground so that it's in about a T shape, and then turning your head towards the left-hand side, feeling the stretch through the right armpit. So I'm going to switch around so you can see what we're looking at there. Right arm out to the side and feeling the stretch down that way as you open your body out. Just gently resting your head on the ground as well. Breathing in and out. And then we're going to come around to the left-hand side. So just back into your child's pose for a moment. And then lift the left arm out towards the left-hand side. The right arm just lifting up so that you can rotate and stabilize, and feeling the stretch through the front of the left armpit. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Then coming back to center, lifting up into your tabletop, and then just take your spine through a wiggle, whatever feels right for you today, whatever you need to do to feel that spine loosening up. Taking some rolls, you might be taking some big circles, and then make sure you go the other direction if you've gone one way. Just feeling your body move and loosen up. Finding stillness into center. We're going to come through a couple of cat-cows, so we'll be opening the chest up, so similar to our dancer pose. Inhale, opening your chest forward and arching gently through the back. Exhale, lowering and curling the other way. Inhale, lift the chest up towards the sky. Exhale, lowering all the way back down. Take this in your own time. Inhale, chest comes up. Exhale, curling under. Inhale, up. Exhale, curling under. Spread the fingers out nice and wide. Spread the toes out nice and wide. We're in our tabletop. Tuck those toes underneath now. And we're going to lift up into our downward facing dog. So push into the earth, lift the knees up and up towards the sky. The pelvis goes, tucking up right that way. So if you have a look, you can see that tilt towards the sky as we lift up into a nice tall triangle with our downward facing dog. Tuck the shoulders back and down as well, and relax the muscles around the neck so that they're not strained. Toes are suction cupped, fingers are suction cupped. You shouldn't be able to come around and lift your fingers up off the ground. I've been guilty of not activating my fingers before. Breathing in and out. Sink a little deeper. Or you can walk the dog, feeling your hamstrings lengthen and stretch. Breathing in and out. And walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift, nice and flat through the back. Fingers can float on the ground, or you can place them in the shins or your thighs. Exhale, folding forward. Feel your body lengthening. Then inhale, sweep your arms all the way up towards the sky into your upward salute, gently squeezing the glutes. Exhale, the arms come down below you. Interlock the fingers and just draw the shoulders back and down, holding here to open up your chest. And then you can either stay here or you can exhale as you roll your body forward into a forward fold and your hands lift up towards the sky behind you. Feeling the stretch through the shoulders, keeping the shoulders nice and strong. Breathing in and out. And then in your own time, you can lower your hands down, just dropping into your forward fold. You can hold onto your arms, just gently ragdoll, stretching your spine. And let your hands come down. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, stepping backwards, knees or toes. I'm going to take the toes option, but if you're on your knees, you can drop all the way down and lower like this for your baby cobra. Or taking the toes, shift your weight forward, elbows go straight back, 90 degrees. Exhale, inhale for your upward facing dog, squeezing the glutes nice and strong. And then exhale as you step back into your downward facing dog, just walking the dog here, feeling the body stretching out, breathing in and out. Lower the knees down to the ground, and from here, I'm going to use your right hand. You can either stay here, you can lay back down on your tummy and you can take the bow poses where we were laying flat. We can take your right hand to the inside of the left foot. So you're balancing, you've got that cross, you've got the balance with the left hand and the right knee, and activate the glutes on the left hand side and just lifting up. Right hand inside of the left ankle, squeeze the glutes, looking forward. And then exhale, lowering back down. Inhale, swapping sides. Left hand comes to the inside of the right ankle. Squeeze the glutes, looking forward. Breathing in and out. Inhale, lowering back down. And then spread the knees out wide, dropping into a child's pose. Holding for a moment. Breathing in and out. Inhale, back up into your tabletop, and then spread the fingers out, tuck the toes under, downward facing dog. Exhale as you lift up, pelvis towards the sky, tilting right up, shoulders back and down, breathing in and out. Walking towards the front of the mat. Inhale for a halfway lift. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, arms sweep up towards the sky. And then exhale, float the arms down, interlock the fingers behind, just stretch the shoulders back and down. Give the shoulders a roll, release the hands, rolling the shoulders back and down. Now, if you're feeling ready to do your dancer's pose, we're going to come into that position now. So spread the toes out nice and wide. I'm going to start left foot down, right foot up. Spread the toes out nice and wide. And from here, taking a hold, you can either hold on here, just stretching, just doing a quad stretch. So this is your first step. Find a wall if you need to balance, but just doing a quad stretch to the right-hand side. If this is where you're at today, totally fine. If you would like to advance it though, your right hand is going to come to the inside of the right foot. The chest lifts up tall, trying to keep nice and in line and straight. And then start pushing that right foot into the right hand as you lift. Put your hand, the left hand in front of you to focus on. Find a spot on the ground to focus on, and then push as you lift and tilt your pelvis. Looking towards the hand. You don't have to come super high up with these. Anywhere you are is absolutely fine. You can hold on to something if you need. Spread the toes, focus on that balance. And if you fall out, you can just start again. If that's enough for you on that side, we're going to place the foot down on the right hand side. Nice and tall, shoulders back and down. The hand comes to the inside. Or, sorry, I'm skipping ahead, holding onto the left foot, just a quad stretch here, absolutely fine if you're here. Or you can place that left hand, the left foot in the left hand, right hand comes forward, tilt the pelvis gently as you activate the glute, the leg muscles, spreading the toes, tilt the pelvis forward, shift the weight forward, pushing that left foot into the left hand, so you lift up into a dancer on the left hand side. Nice and strong. Spreading the toes, holding for as long as it's comfortable for you, wherever you are comfortable. Trying to keep the pelvis square if you can, and then coming out when you're ready. There's a few other options with these ones too. So with a dancer, there are heaps of different ways that you can do it. Some people like your pelvis to be really square on, some people they don't want it to. Feel free to have another go while we're talking. But Some people, they want you to be really square. Some people don't mind if you open up your pelvis. As long as you're doing what's right for you and your body, that's really what matters. So if you wanted to try another option, if you have a strap like this, a yoga strap, or this is actually just my yoga mat strap, which is quite sturdy. So you can place that around your foot. And so the option, if you'd like to give it a try by placing it there, holding onto it nice and strong, both of your arms come up behind you, and you can build into the double hand hold. I'm not quite there, but if you can do that, feel free to. So that takes a little bit of time, a little bit of balance, and I've been working that one inconsistently. If I worked on it more consistently, I'd definitely be doing better. But yeah, same sort of thing as your other dancer pose, lifting up strong, and it starts building you into that spot where you might be able to hold onto your toes, lifting the chest up high and opening. So that's the right side. We're just going to flip over to the left. So this is good for me practicing and building up, because your practice, this is your practice, this is also my practice, and everyone is different. It's okay if you're not able to do any particular pose. Everyone's got their own journey. Holding nice and strong. That left strap is around the left foot. The strap is around the left foot. Shoulders back and down, and then working the hands down the strap. Keep the knee soft on the right, and then start to shift the weight forward as you're coming up, slowly opening up a little bit further. And then eventually you'll be able to walk down that strap a little bit more, and then tilting forward into the back bend. But keeping your glute nice and strong. You don't want to do anything that's going to hurt here, so just build up to it. It doesn't matter if you're not super far down that strap as you come into the tilt and that dancer pose. Every step that you need to take to get to where it is totally fine. Okay, coming back towards the front of the mat. Inhale, the arms sweep up towards the sky. Exhale, lowering the arms down into a forward fold. Inhale for your halfway lift. Exhale, stepping backwards, knees or toes. I'm going to take the knees this time because I'm cooling down. I'm going to drop the knees down to the ground, shoulders come back and down, elbows press lower, all the way to the ground. Inhale into your baby cobra. And then exhale back up into your downward facing dog. Breathing in and out, tilting the pelvis. Breathing in and out. Knees lower to the ground, toes come together. Exhale into your child's pose, taking a breath, breathing in and out. And then in your own time, you can come to your back, laying flat on your back. Give the knees a little bit of a hug, gently rocking side to side, loosening up any knots. Just breathing. The arms come out to the side. We've been here before today. And let your legs fall softly towards the left-hand side. Again, the bolster underneath your knees if you need, or straightening the top leg to increase the stretch, looking towards the right hand. Look up, or you can look towards that opposite hand, whatever is right for you today. Breathing in and out. Inhale, bring the legs back to center, give the knees a little hug. Opening the arms out, exhale the legs over to the right hand side. And straightening the leg and looking towards the left hand if that's within your practice. Breathing in and out. Inhale the legs back to center, give the knees a little bit of a hug. And then lowering them down so that you're flat in your back, in your corpse pose, your Savasana, or whatever feels right for you for your practice, whether it's continuing on with another flow perhaps, some more Sun Salutations, or perhaps this is plenty for you today, and you can take as much time as you would like to in this moment to listen to everything around you, recenter with yourself, listen to your body. But thank you for joining me for today's yoga flow. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please let me know if you have any questions, queries, or feedbacks in the comments below, and I'll get back to them as soon as I can. Otherwise, I'll see you next week for the next free weekly flow.